against cancer. Hundreds of you have emailed in saying that ivermectin, sometimes with fenbendazole or mebendazole, sometimes on its own, is effective, or has been effective in your experience against a range of cancers. I don't know. There's no trials. But you've sent in hundreds of reports where you feel it's been beneficial in cancer. Obviously, this is an interesting possibility. We need to find out. Ideally, we'd have a large-scale randomized, multi-center, double-blind controlled trial. That's not going to happen because people can't make any money out of a generic drug. The Indians can make it up remarkably cheaply, and there's no money for big pharma or other vested elite interests in that. That's not going to happen. How are we going to find out if this is effective against cancer or not? Well, given that this drug is quite safe, I feel it should be available on a to-try basis. Anyone with cancer should have a right to try this drug. The situation we're in at the moment is we have drugs which may or may not be effective against cancer, we don't know. But hey, you're not going to find out if you've got cancer. Go away and die quietly because you can't try this. British doctors won't prescribe it to you. Or unless you can find some that do, of course, but generally they follow the guidelines. It's not in the NICE guidelines. It's probably not going to be done. So people aren't allowed to try it. But if this drug was made generally available as compassionate prescribing, or even over the counter on pharmacist discretion, but certainly for compassionate prescribing, then I suspect that tens of thousands of people with cancer, especially cancers that haven't responded to other forms of treatment, would want to try this. But at the moment, they're not allowed to. But if thousands of people tried it, tens of thousands of people tried it, then very soon, there you've got your cohorts. It was quite easy for researchers to match people with a particular type of cancer. Say someone's got lung cancer of a particular type, you could match those with someone else who's got lung cancer of a particular type. One person with lung cancer of a particular type chose to take ivermectin. 24 milligrams a day, 6 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever. No one quite knows what the best protocol would be. It could be 24 milligrams a day every day for the first 6 weeks, followed by 24 milligrams a day, 5 days a week and 2 days off. We don't know. But different people would try different things. This information could be prospectively collected. It wouldn't be a randomized blind controlled trial, but when we had sufficient numbers, good statistics could be done on that. Matched pairs can be generated. People that chose to take ivermectin, people that chose not to take ivermectin, and we could find out if this drug's good for cancer or not. At the moment, we simply don't know, which seems a pity given that the downsides of it are, there's very few downsides because it's a remarkably safe drug, although of course no drug is completely safe. But that is not being done. And to me, this is a complete travesty. The whole point of medicine is or any science is someone says, oh, that's interesting. Let's follow that up. Let's get some evidence for that. Nothing. It's almost as if the British government isn't interested in ivermectin as a potential cure or management strategy for cancer. Why won't the nanny state allow us to find out? I appeal to the Secretary of Health. Please make ivermectin available, preferably over the counter, but certainly on compassionate prescribing by any GP to any patient that wants it, so we can find this out. If you don't do this, politicians, I accuse you of curiosity deficit disorder, which is the antithesis of the way science works. People in the comments may accuse you of much worse things than that.